I struggle with it a little bit. I mean, I think, and I don't know if you want to get into this later or now.
No,
but
do it.
Part of it is like a lot of my happiness I find I can't rely on the entertainment industry or like acting per se to give me the type of happiness and satisfaction I need in my life on a daily basis.
Sure.
That's not to say I'm thrilled when I book. I'm very happy. And when I'm on set, I'm happy. When I work on a project and meet fun people and like get to work creatively, I'm very happy. But I can't like rely on that happiness. That's like bonus happiness. I find like my own happiness comes from like I box now and like I like go to a boxing class and I play disc golf. This is the premier form of golf in my opinion.
Shots fired.
And like I watch a lot of movies, which kind of is like adjacent, but like I love going to the movie theater to watch movies either alone or with friends, and like those are things that give me daily or weekly happiness. And like I spend time with my fiance, soon to be wife, and we like to go on walks. And like in terms of being happy, that takes care of that.
Yeah.
Then for the acting, I can be like, okay, great. These are good things. I'm in a good place, but I got to keep pushing. I'm not unhappy with where I am, but I'm like, I'm looking to move from co-stars only to guest stars only, because I'm already at the kind of like that's kind of the level-ish where I'm at, if that makes sense.
No, it totally does. And I've noticed this a lot lately. It's like I feel like collectively as in a society, or I don't know, maybe it's just an artist, but I think it's broader than that. Like there's all about production, like producing, making things, creating things, and it makes us feel busy and stressed when we're not.
Yeah.
And I find disc golf, or for me, regular golf, hobbies like that are so invaluable because you go out there and you're not trying to get likes on a social media. You're not trying to create credits on your resume. All you're doing is you're in your flow state, which I always aspire to get into. I talk to my therapist about this. I love when I'm in my flow state, which is just you're hyper-focused on this thing. It's slightly challenging, but you're slightly good at it, and you just get in the zone. And golf, disc golf, all that I think is so good when you're not trying to produce, you're not trying to look for outside validation. It's all inside. Like, I just want to be better than that last shot that I just took.
Exactly. Like, it was also, I think you know this, but this was like in the height of COVID. In 2021, I trained for the marathon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that was kind of in that same vein. I didn't have disc golf back then. I don't know if I had disc golf, if I would have done the marathon, because it does kind of hit a similar itch. But it is that thing of I was just like, I need something that's not related to this stuff. That is, I mean, at the end of the day, it's so out of your hands, right? Everything is so out of your control. Not everything is out of your control. Booking largely is out of your hands. What you control is how you do, how you react to it, how much time you put into the audition, like how prepared you are, etc. Those are all things you control. You can't control though if they want you or not.
Right.
You can just control that you do a good job.
Right.
But I want something I can control, and that's like going back to like golf, like as opposed to a booking, like the only person that you can blame for your stroke is you. There's no one else. Sure, you can if someone, you can always find something to blame, but like at the end of the day, it's just you, and that feels good. Like that feels good though, that like it is just you, right? Yeah. Like it feels like this is in your hands.
Yeah,
that's kind of where the marathon gets into as well.
Yeah, it's the internal struggle, right? Yes. You're conquering yourself. You're not trying to. There's no, as you said, there's no external forces out of your control. It's just you and against your mindset and whatever, and that's why it's great. It's so funny. I was going to ask about this at the end of the podcast, sort of hobbies and things you do to do this.
Yeah.
But I do think it's fascinating that I think people that come out here with the thought that if I book that TV credit when you're 30, I will find my validation are wrong because or not wrong. I shouldn't say wrong. Nobody's wrong. Everybody's different, and that's okay.
Everyone's different.
That is okay. But even talking about your quote unquote success, we're talking 3 gigs a year, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a you know all the math, not linear. It's a sine wave, right?
Yeah, sinusoidal.
It's
sinusoidal.
Bless you.
Yeah.
If you tie it to the top, those lows are like your happiness on the top of that sine wave. Those lows at the bottom of that wave are gonna just nuke you.
Yeah.
And like this industry, the lows are a lot longer and more often than those little highs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's such a healthy perspective, and I wish more artists had the ability to do that. Like we are doing it right now with our other hobbies. I wish more people found that out earlier, because I'm not sure everyone.
Yeah. No,
Isn't it?
I think you're totally right.